of the showdown we have in store. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game, as we'll see a team from the Pac-12, the Washington Huskies, taking on a team from the ACC, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Clemson will kick off to get us underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Out of the gun, the inside give. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. The give. He's got enough, and it'll be a first down for Washington.
Wow, how about the stop-start speed? That reminds you of Napoleon Kaufman or Bishop Sankey, Myles Gaskin, great Washington Husky running backs of years past that just made defenders look silly because of that stop-start ability. This dude has some wheels.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Dropping back, it's St. Clair. Dumps it off in the flats. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. And the Huskies come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Calls his own number. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
That's a first down for the offense.
The Huskies come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Takes the easy throw in the flat. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a first down.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. Hands it off. Look out, he's got room. Productive 4-yard gain there on the ground as he gets it down to the 31.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
They'll run play action. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on third down. To the air, it's St. Clair. Makes the grab. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Huskies. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. He wants to change this route. The toss sweep to the right. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
Well, this is a running back that gets stronger as the game goes on, and they try to get him going early on the toss play, Reese.
And if we start stretching the defense sideways, sometimes a little vulnerable in the middle later in the game.
Yeah, that might open an opportunity for a play action. Maybe fake the toss and see if you can get a tight end or a slot receiver down the middle of the field.
Looking to fire. Flushed out of the pocket. Trying to escape and get it himself. Not a lot going on there. Picked up a couple.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
And the Tigers come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's loose on the right. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger.
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
And the extra point is good. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Intercepted! Oh, what a play! Got room on the return. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Tiger! The defense gets it down with a huge interception return. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. They thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I show you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Going with the ground game left. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. To the air, it's St. Clair. Rushes on him. Takes a hit as he fires.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing failed.
It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on Yr2 if they can stop him on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. They get enough rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. That earlier sack really set them back, but they'll still go for it here. They're throwing for it on 4th down. And they can't connect a costly turnover on downs.
Tell you what, coaches catch heat a lot nowadays, especially on social media. I expect him to catch a lot of heat. 4th down, long yardage situation on your own territory, and you want to go for it, and you fail, and you're surprised. You definitely shouldn't be surprised. Just don't check your mentions, dog.
On the direct snap, it's Johnson. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that wildcat look and create an opportunity for big plays.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
The Tigers will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short game.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Wants to go up top. Hit as he throws. Touchdown, Clemson! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Now, for starting the season 0-1, this offense felt like they just left plays on the field in that first game. But so far today, they're taking advantage. QB's making good decisions. Guys are stepping up. They've limited the mental mistakes. They haven't turned the football over. It's a different-looking offense here in Game 2.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. It falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of the period. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the 2nd. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Back to pass, it's St. Clair. Got his man quickly. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Washington sends out the punt team. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been...
There he goes! The 30, the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Tigers!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, a quick update on a notable game going on right now in the ACC. Florida State is down, but they are not out of it. Not there inside Doak Campbell Stadium, one of the more special places to watch a game in all of college football. They're trailing by just 4 to Notre Dame. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's just, it's so hard to defend.
Well, that's a really good-looking run, too. And when you think back to Washington football, we talk a lot about the quarterbacks they've had in these great aerial assaults, but they've always needed to have balance as well. You get that by running the football, and this guy really helps keep defenses honest because they don't know what's coming at them. With a weapon like him in the backfield, he really makes this offense go.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And the Huskies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Handoff to the single running back. Stop is made at the 36. Let's call it a 5-yard gain and a first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Defense showing blitz. Will they bail out of it? Back to throw. It's St. Clair. Swings it out to his running back. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space and getting that fast dude on the ground.
The Huskies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Motion from the wide receiver. A designed run for the quarterback. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's the pressure. Got his man. Turning it on. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. And the Huskies want to move quickly. A first down run on the doorstep. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to throw. It's St. Clair. Moves around to clear up the vision. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Now on 3rd and goal, and that earlier sack left him with more ground to cover. He's looking downfield to throw. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Those are those opportunities in the game. You got a chance to take points off the board, make a big play, and you just couldn't squeeze the interception. That's one of those plays coaches come back to talk about, say, think if we get this pick and we start taking this the other direction and we take points off of the scoreboard.
Splits the uprights. Good. That cuts the lead down to 28-10.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Still a big hill in front of them, and they'll try to start the climb with an onside kick. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. Maybe some nerves on that return, but a fortunate bounce, and they'll retain possession.
Whew, that's a breathing a sigh of relief for sure. Kick returner tries to take it out, puts it on the ground, but how about the offense getting back on it, turning what could have been a really bad play into, thank goodness I got the ball again.
Let's see what they can get going on this drive as they snap it from the 7. Wants to adjust the pattern. Toss sweep to the left. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. He'll take the deep shot. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll pull it down. Finds a crease at the 20. And he scoops his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit.
Now on the 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the 1st down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
The Tigers with the 1st and 10. Trying to get the corner. Got enough for the 1st. Got a little space. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you've got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
Leaves it with the running back. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. They'll immediately call timeout.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Ball at the 31, 3rd and short coming, defense trying to rise up. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. He'll try to do it himself. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. He'll need to strike this one cleanly from 48 yards out. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
I like the way this defense just finished. And I know they're trailing, but they didn't give up the touchdown. Got a little bit of momentum. Not much time left in this 1st half, but you got halftime to make some adjustments, come out with some energy, but a nice stop here.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the 1st half. They'll move the wide receivers. Handoff to the single back. Find some fresh air. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the 1st half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Makes the grab. It's Harris.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in the pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
To throw, it's St. Clair. Here comes the heat. And they get him down for the sack, and they'll go to the locker room feeling good about their pass rush. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Washington about to boot it deep to start things in the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
And the Tigers in a good spot here with second and short. Looking to fire. Quickly to the tight end. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
From the gun, running back gets the give. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. It's Johnson. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the... Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. Just can't lose focus like that. You got to know the snap count. Dropping back, it's St. Clair. Extending the play. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And giving up 3 sacks a week ago. Now you've already given up 4 sacks. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback. Give him a little bit more time.
They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Back to pass. With the catch, it's Green. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Motion from the back. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, you're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on 3rd down in your own end. You're expecting them to punt.
The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. 2nd time today they've been forced to punt. Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake breaks into the open. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Tigers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Finds a man on the right. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down.
The biggest rule change for me, if I could make one in all of college football, would be illegal man downfield. And when they run these RPO plays and those linemen start to creep further and further down the field, I would love for the refs to call those more often. It's a cheating play, basically, running these RPOs. So hard to stop. Nice execution by the offense, but probably cheating, too.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Sends it back in motion. Back to pass on 2nd down. Snagged on the outside, it's Bennett. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a 1st down.
I'll tell you, QBs and receivers, they practice these out routes all week long, and you've got to anticipate. You've got to be comfortable throwing it before he gets out of his break, and they executed it perfectly right there to pick up that 1st.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the direct snap, it's Johnson. He has the 1st and still on his feet. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
And there's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything in this offense.
Oh, he's got some space. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. They might have the defense's head's spinning a little bit now. Hit him with a big run, now they hit him with a big pass.
Man, it's so hard to defend both. You know that. Which coverage do I want to put? Do I want to put more people in the box to stop the run? When you've got this kind of balance on offense, the defense can't be right.
Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that.
Got the quick pass. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. On the snap, it's Johnson. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
I think coming into this season, they thought in order to have success, we have got to be able to run the ball and get this guy going. He hasn't scored yet this year, but a golden opportunity right now to finally break the seal.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. Direct snap. It's Davidson. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
And the defense finally steps up, man. They've had a tough day down here near the goal line defending the pass. Like, he's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. Nice job on this play. Nice response. Try to get themselves back in the football game.
And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And now the lead is even bigger. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. UCLA is down right now inside the Rose Bowl, but this young man under center has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born in Pasadena today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Texas Tech. That's where things stand right now, and of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Last drive was a quick 3-and-out, and now time is even more of a factor to get something going. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Dropping back, it's St. Clair. Going deep. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but They're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Wide receiver going in motion. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
And this is always the time in the game where coaches are absolutely watching. Like, which one of my guys mail it in and quit? And if you're the quarterback, man, you've been sacked a few times, you've turned the football over. Like, continue to play, find some ways to maybe get a few first downs and make something positive happen.
They'll send the back in motion. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Throws to the wideout. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
The Huskies want to pick up the tempo. From the gun, the running back has it. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
Oftentimes when offenses get a first down, that's when they like to speed up the tempo, and you're seeing them now go hurry up.
Looking to throw, it's St. Clair. Finds his man, it's Green. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on second down. Looking to fire. Quickly out to the tight end. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this third and long. Leaves it with the back. There he goes. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of third and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You could throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off and they pick it up.
And you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the first down.
They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll give it to the back. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Quarterback will keep it. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Huskies.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
Here comes the two-point try. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Two-point conversion attempt is on the way. Back to throw, it's St. Clair. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
Two-point plays, the windows are very small to throw into. That time, he just tried to force it into a tiny window. It ended up being picked, and the offense comes away with no points.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. They'll snag it just inside the 10. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
Brings up second down.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. This quarterback part of their running game. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Well, his legs haven't been a big factor in this game up to now. He picks the perfect moment in the 4th quarter to rip off his longest run of the game.
Now from their own 20-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half.
Washington.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Might be calling a hot route. Motion from the wideout. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Finds space on the right. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one.
You know, I love offensive coordinators that want to stay aggressive, and they've come up with big plays all game long. It's a big reason why they have this lead right now, and they're not backing off here in the 4th quarter. They're letting their guys go play. The entire playbook is open to them, and they're taking shots.
Here comes Clemson with another first down. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Picks up the first down. Turning it on. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
Looking to throw on first down. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Rolling, throwing, looking right. He holds it in, and nobody's close. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. Clemson is quick to the line. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Clemson! And the pummeling has started.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he puts through the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8.
Timeout, Washington.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The delay of game pushes the offense back. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them.